you guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a look with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. I actually forgot to record my intro for this, so we're just going to jump right into it. What I'm doing here is I am priming my eyelids with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and then I'm just blending it out with a beauty blender. And then I'm just going to set that with whatever neutral matte shade I have laying around. I'm actually going to tape the edges of my eyes first. So I always do this with any makeup look. I just line it up with that bottom curve of my eye and attach it to the end of my eyebrow to make like a nice natural line with the shape of my eyes. Now I'm going to go in with the lightest shade. We're just going to put that in the crease of our eye, going back and forth in windshield wiper motions and also small circles, just to lay that down to make all the other colors blend better. Next, I'm going in with the shade Twig, and I'm actually taking the brush that came in the Anastasia palette, so it's just a denser blending brush, and I'm going to be making a V on the outside of my eye. So this just kind of elongates the eye, gives some depth. I'm just going to be blending that in, packing on that color. And then I'm also going to put a little bit of that shade in the inner corner, then lightly drag it to meet the darker outer V. So basically the goal here is to have the shade on the outside, on the inside, and then the middle of the eye will be left lighter. Here I'm just picking up a fluffier blending brush just to blend out those edges. And now I'm going to be going in with this dark brown dystopian, and same thing, just going to pack that color in the outer V with the same brush. And then again, just taking a fluffy blending brush and blending it out so it has a more seamless look. Okay, and now I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer, dab it on the back of my hand, and then dip this angled brush in it. So what I'm going to do is put that on the center of my eyelid, look up, so I can see where the crease of my eye should fall. So I'm just going to be making that a little more defined and filling everything in with the concealers. So now that I have the edges that I want it to be in laid out, I'll take that shading brush and just add some more concealer and just fill everything in. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Teak and just packing that on the area that we just laid that concealer down on. Once I'm finished putting that color down, I'll just take a blending brush without any additional color and just blend out the edges, just so everything flows together. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner. I'm actually going to speed through this part because I do a more in-depth eyeliner tutorial, so I'll just link that down below. Now I'm going to be throwing on some lashes. These are the style Drunk in Love by IIKONN lashes. And here is the finished eye look. So now moving right along into our face, I'm going to take my Hangover Primer by Too Faced. And then I also am going to be using the Professional by Benefit, the Matte Rescue. So I'll put it on the sides of my nose, my forehead, and chin. It's also where I tend to get oily first, so I put it on those areas. Now I'll be going in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I am in the shade 208, which is my spray tan shade, if you can't tell by my hands. But yeah, just dotting that all over my face and then blending it out with a Real Technique sponge. And now I'll be taking Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'll be highlighting underneath of my eyes, the bridge of my nose, center of my forehead, and my chin. I also will just be blending this out with a Real Technique sponge. And here's me catching a glimpse of what I actually look like in the viewfinder. This concealer goes from way too light at the beginning of the week to almost the same shade of my skin by the end of the week because of my spray tan, so spray tan struggles. Okay, moving right along, just going to take some setting powder by IT Cosmetics. It is the Bye Bye Pores loose setting powder. I'm just taking a setting powder brush, putting that underneath my eyes, bridge of my nose, forehead, and chin. So just everywhere I put that concealer. And now I'm just going to be outlining where I want my cream contour to go. So I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and line underneath of my cheekbone, forehead, and underneath my jawline, and then blend that out. I'm going to dab some blush on. I'm using the shade Warm Soul by MAC. Also going to put some highlighter on. This is in the shade Glow Getter by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Put that on the tops of my cheekbones, tip of my nose, and then my Cupid's bow, just to make my lips look fuller. And then I also will dot some on the inner corner of my eyes. And now taking that darkest shade, Dystopian, I'm going to take the other side of the brush that came in the palette and smudge that in my lower lash line. And then I'll just be taking a pencil brush and blending that out to give it a smokier look. Now I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. And I'll be using the Colourpop Ultra Satin Liquid Lip in Strip today. And then I also take Aquarius and I put that more on the center of my lips and just dab that out with my finger. So the transition from the darker nude to the lighter nude will just give them a fuller appearance. And for brows, I'll be taking my Anastasia brow powder and just filling those in. And then I'll be setting it with the Benefit Gimme Brow. And that is it for the completed look using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!